Nick, whose cock is he sucking to get on TV now?
Warm the crowd back up, Selfish.
Yeah, let's get him.
I'm not warming it back up. I'm fucking fried. I've done enough for this fucking roast,
haven't.
okay?
Host it.
I got a spot at Dangerfields I got to get to.
Can I tell a quick Michael Jackson joke?
What's that?
Can I tell a quick Michael Jackson joke?
Do you want to tell one?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell a quick joke.
Why does Michael Jackson like 28-year-olds? Because there's 20 of them. Fuck you, pieces of shit.
Jesus.
I didn't know everybody heard the fucking joke, you internet cocksuckers. I thought it was funny. You look like a dick. Jesus Christ. Fuck you.
Why did the farmer... how about this one? Why did the farmer cross a road? He couldn't get his dick out of Norton. Let me explain something to you, you fucking message board losers, okay?
That's exactly what they are.
I had a message board, I know.
Fucking idiots.
I know. Whatever happened to Kid
The
Africa?
message board's back. Go, tell everybody, you fucking faggots.
All right, don't fucking bullshit me like you're not turning on fucking you-know-who in the morning. Kiss my black ass. Anyhow, which one is that, Marion? Which one's the little one? Oh, good.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Sit down. You need a 24-step program. Now sit down. Jesus Christ. And
Sit down, Oliver Hardy.
I know. I didn't call you that. Focus with a good eye, okay? Jesus Christ. We got you, Marion, and Patty sitting next to each other. It's like the evolution of people no one will fuck. Jesus Christ.
I'll fuck her.
Shut up and go back under your bridge, okay? Look at this. Come in and say, I'm not fucking with you too, big man. Sit down. Jesus Christ, it's a comedy show. You just want to fuck somebody up. Norton, quit eyeing him. He's with a girl. What? Jesus Christ. Shut the fuck up, stupid. Jesus Christ almighty, you're embarrassing Patty. How bad is that? Hey, Patty, can we think of some contest for you to shave your head tonight again? Patty will shave her head for a value meal, okay? What? All right, listen to me. Shut up, you two are done. Listen to me. If nobody gives a fuck about O&A anymore, how much do you think they care about you two?
Stupid.
Look, hey, shut up. The new boss is laughing. Boy, you say anything about, holy shit, you guys have a lot of power. I'm gonna start in, huh? How the fuck, you know, and you can't even turn the dial. You would think that they would just fucking explode or something. And the sad thing is, Patrice is gonna try to fuck both of you after the show. Do you have Brazilian accents? That was fucking funny. Brazilian accents? You got it, though. You fucking got it. Look at Ben, so excited. I get to work Caroline's. Wow. Ben's the only got it. Huh? What's that?
Shut up, whore. Quiet.
Holy shit.
Lady, go home and
Shut
get
up,
breast
stupid.
cancer, will you?
What'd you say? Go home and get... Holy fuck. Where's Nick? Oh, okay, you're here. Everybody's here. All right, well, you guys are hanging in there. There's a lot of... You guys having a good time so far? Good, good. We're glad that you can make it out. Wow, what are the odds? An Asian girl's working a camera. Who would have fucking guessed about that? Shut up, stupid. I'm carrying this fucking show, you idiots. I'm the only one that can hold this bullshit together. Fuck. Calm down. I gotta get up early and do the radio check. Now shut the fuck up. In my dreams? Is that you? Still you? Listen, Darth Vader haircut. Holy fuck. What's that? You're not losing your hair? I didn't lose any of my hair. I thought I talked fucked up. I hang out with you and Norton. I'm definitely getting some pussy tonight. What's that? I live in her backyard. All right, calm down. People flew in from Sacramento for this. Cringe humor. 8 hits yesterday. And that was just Patrice. All right, let's keep this fucking thing rolling. I can't think of a better guy to start the second half than Colin Quinn.
Thank you all. Oh, boy. Thank you all so much. Rich Vos is the hardest man in comedy to follow, unless you have a working knowledge of the turnpike. His career looks like the opening sequence of The Sopranos. I'm kidding. I wouldn't want to follow Vos because I know where he's going. If you wonder if Last Comic Standing was fixed, Vos made it to the finals last year. Does that give you a hint? But I saw you on Jimmy Kimmel doing mediocre the other night, and doing the same material I saw you do on Comic Strip Live 14 years ago. Thank God you get your hair cut so I can tell what year it is when you're on TV. Shut up and let them laugh first, stupid.
Again, you're watching another comic on network.
What is this? No. Vos's daughter actually said, Dad, I'll forget the $8 if you stop doing that joke. Here's Vos in 10 years. Hello, is Grandpa there? Oh, but it's good to be here at Caroline's. Designed like one of... By the way, I don't want to get political, but I thought it was in bad taste for George Bush's campaign to use the footage from Keith's last roast in their commercial. You know, a lot of people were offended. But this is a nice club. It's a little schizophrenic. You see Brian Regan, you walk out afterwards, the front bar looks like last weekend in Haiti. I heard that Al Martin is opening up around here. I thought they cleaned pornography up in Times Square, but the Wayans are opening a club around here too. This way they can bump themselves, do an hour and a half. Patrice is here. He wears those throwbacks every night, so his material looks topical. But Patrice is still funny. That's true. That Pepsi can rapist bit still works. Every time he does it, it still makes him laugh in the same place. Whose financial negotiations did you hear more about this year? A-Rod, Peyton Manning, or Todd Lynn's development deal? Giraldo, more down pilots than a Somali warlord. I guess we already covered that one. It's like Hollywood sitting there with an RPG in the back of a truck waiting for Greg to start casting. I want to say Greg's got some marital hostility. He makes Tom Sizemore look like David Guest. All right? Oh, Robert Kelly could not be here. He's in Los Angeles auditioning for the Dane Cook pilot. They say it's true. They say the part is based on his real relationship with Dane. I think it's called Pimps Up, Hoes Down. I'm not sure. He was excited when he heard. He said, Dane, I'm so excited I'm climbing the walls. Dane said, hey, that's my closer. Ross Bennett is here. He's the only guy that looks like Penn and Teller. Jim David is not here, unfortunately. Is Jim David? Didn't show up, huh? He looks, if you don't know Jim David, he looks like a male hustler in Colonial Williamsburg. He looks like a dollar bill if you accidentally washed it. He's a gay fellow, not the best. He's the only gay guy that has to put a paper bag over his glory hole. He looks like Mount Rushmore with AIDS. Jim Norton, I know. Jim Norton, a man that thinks if he explains the Bill of Rights during his act, he can close with that Forrest Gump bit from 12 years ago. But Jim felt bad auditioning for Last Comic Standing. I was one of the judges. But he kept his integrity because at the good night he didn't shake hands with Ant. Jim looks like a sandcastle that kids got bored playing with halfway through. He looks like a piece of Play-Doh with Hep C. I'm kidding, though. Jim is actually one of the funniest guys around. He deserves to be a millionaire. I hope I can visit his mansion and he's laying there in an Olympic-sized pool of urine someday. Thank you, Jimmy.
Colin Quinn. Unbelievable. You were up here and no one canceled you during that performance. That was fucking fun. You seem a little nervous. Look at Patrice going over his notes. He's getting Look at him.
I seem
Patrice-
nervous because I
No.
just briefly and quickly read all my jokes and got the fuck off.
All right, calm down.
Is
I
that
said he
nervous to
looks
you?
nervous.
Shut up,
Stupid.
stupid.
All right, finally did your hair. Listen to me. Patrice is headlining here. If you saw his picture coming in, and people were outside saying, "Don't feed the pitcher. It's okay if you do it."
What are y'all gonna do if I lose weight?
What if you lose weight? What will I do? Nothing. What are the odds of that? I sold you a treadmill, and now you have another fucking hanger at your house, okay? He did. He bought my fucking treadmill. Fucking zero. Jesus. You next to Ben Bailey, you look like the number 10. Anyhow, you guys should be, both of you should be on a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Jeez,
We're gonna have a rabbit.
Don't,
Wait,
don't.
leave Rich.
Don't do it. Just
All
stop.
right, I'll move
Leave
on.
Rich-
If they
Joke
knew the
man
fucking
alone.
Michael Jackson joke, they know all of yours, you fucking... There's no Rich Vos lost fucking jokes, motherfucker. We heard them all every day.
I got 2 new ones. Our next act coming to the stage, a good friend, Bob Levy.
Jim Norton. I love this fucking man. Look at Jim Norton. He looks like a hobbit on chemo. He got that haircut because his dad served in the military. Listen, stupid, your dad fought in wars. The only thing you fought over was a hooker over $50. If you don't know already, Jim loves fucking hookers. Can you imagine having to fuck Jim Norton? It must be like hooker fear factor. Can you imagine Norton and a hooker in a room together looking at each other? I bet I know what's going through both of their minds. I hope this filthy fuck don't give me AIDS. Hey, boss, Gary Coleman called. He wants his fucking suit back. Fuck you, Colin. You put Maurice on more than me. Fuck you. PatriceONeal. If you don't know who PatriceONeal is, meal. that was an accident, but I said meal. If you don't know who PatriceONeal is, he's the black guy on Tough Crowd that don't shut the fuck up. Not to be mistaken by the other guy that don't shut the fuck up, Judy Gold. That fucking stork. I'm not saying Patrice is fat, but his shadow weighs 250 pounds. It looks like somebody glued the cast of Roots together. I love you. Stay seating. I'm not a chicken wing. Look at the size of him. I didn't know watermelon had that many calories. And we have Colin Quinn here. I love you, Colin. Colin went from cable TV in the 70s to cable TV today. The only way you'll see Colin on NBC, CBS, or ABCs these days is if he rapes somebody. Colin has the delivery of a stroke victim. I've been following Colin's career since the beginning. Thank God I didn't have to go too far. They have his biography on A&E this week. It's called Going Nowhere, the Colin Quinn story. I love you, fuck. Colin is on Tough Crowd now. I've seen your ratings. They should call it No Crowd. I love you, fuck. Fuck you. We also have Opie and Anthony here tonight. Come on. Yeah. You know those two. They're the two guys that think Jay Moore is funny. And of course we have Rich Vos, V-O-S. As you know, he's been on NBC. After losing to that fan, NBC stands for Never Beats Chinks. You lost to Margaret Cho with a cock. I love watching Vos on Tough Crowd and see his little baby legs swinging in the fucking air like when he sits on the couch. He's the only guest that has to be strapped to a baby seat so for his own protection, you fucking fidget. Vos is down with the black people. Look at the way he dresses, man. The only thing you have in common with black people is you're the same size as their cocks. Greg Giraldo. One thing you don't know about Greg, he's actually a lawyer. Did you know that he has a law degree? Fucking, you would think he would have sued his manager by now. Look at your, where do you get your hair cut? At a place called Just Fuck It? Holy shit. All of Jim's friends are here tonight, me and Florentine. You remember we met you before you even started? You used to come up with your ruddy nose going, big fan, how you doing? You fucking creepy fuck. My first wife would go, there's the little retarded guy again. Look at the chips on his head. I want to dip your head in milk. It looks like a chocolate chip cookie. I love that fucking head. You fucking AIDS-ridden bastard. Florentine's here. He loves Asian chicks. I don't know if you know about that. Since 1970, I don't know who fucked more Asians, him or Napon.
Napon, you
Napalm.
idiot?
I messed up a fucking line, all right? At least I can grow my hair, you fucking freak.
Since 1970?
All right, shut the fuck up. Fucking Colin, you cocksucker. You know you're big when you laugh at Rich Vos. I wish Lamb McNally was here, Lisa Lamb McNally. I love Lisa Lamb. Lamb, whatever the fuck. I'm drunk. Fuck you people.
Why?
You should have put me up second. I love Lisa. She's fucked more black people than slavery. And we have Nick DiPaolo. He's the crankiest bastard I ever met. A nun would call him a miserable fuck. I don't know if you know this about this, but Nick his wife sells stuff on eBay. Did you guys know that? What's her name on there? Comedy Don't Pay the Bills? And back to little Jimmy. I love you, Jimmy Norton. Jimmy Norton is a kinky motherfucker. He's got more piss and shit on him than a toilet at fucking Penn Station. All right, I can't close with that one. Fuck. I wish I could read. Norton called me a while ago and he said his new girlfriend was shitting all over him. I just thought she was treating him bad. I have a special letter here for you, Norton. Special people wrote this. Thank you, Mr. Norton, for all you have done for us. You have really changed our lives. With all the money you have given us, thanks again. Signed by all the hookers on 10th Avenue. Thank you guys very much. Thank you.
Bob Levy fucking killed. Jesus Christ. Kill every time he kills. Kill. You can see Bob, he'll be at the Ground Round in Secaucus Friday and Saturday. Fucking killed. This is like a show. You fucking, I'm fired. Do you get paid for this? Whipped cream. Our next act coming to the stage, a good friend of everybody's, Ross Bennett.
Thanks, Rich. Hopefully you've made enough so the next time you get your teeth capped, you won't have to go to a veterinarian. Colin, it's many people here think of you as the Godfather, a mumbling old man who would have us all killed if he had half a chance. You may want to wait till later to fuck the cowboy. I'm working on a new treatment for a sitcom, and Colin, I think you'd be perfect for it. It's about an active alcoholic who's still years away from hitting bottom. It's called The Greg Giraldo Show. Good joke, isn't it, Greg?
You know, when I hit bottom, it'll be on that jacket.
It's a nice joke, Greg, but I still think you were funnier at Manny's funeral. Colin,
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that.
well, you know, we don't have time to fucking figure that out. This was for somebody else, but Greg, I realize it applies to you. I don't know you very well, but it seems like your career's been like Lucian bowling. You keep dropping the ball. By the way, Vanessa wrote that one. I'm sorry. Vanessa, what a brave little shoulder.
Holy shit, if
Huh?
you got a ship takeoff, Ross will be on it.
If any of you want to know what it's like to have children, just write a few jokes for Vanessa. It's exciting and heartbreaking. You write a good joke, you have all the hope in the world for it, and then she comes along like a drunk driver on prom night and kills it and 3 others. My good friend Laurie Kilmartin, you know, I've known Laurie for 15 years. She succeeded in a tough, ruthless, male-dominated business. Yeah. And on top of all the bullshit that we other comics have to go through, she's had to suffer the unwanted advances of countless comedians, including myself. This woman has shot down more comics than Phil Hartman's wife.
You know, technically that joke was
Well,
incredibly
technically,
flawed.
Greg, you're stuttering. Have another fucking drink and start a fight, right?
Oh wait, but Laurie Kilmartin shot down one comic then. Phil
Yeah.
Hartman's wife shot
You know
one
something?
comic.
Now we understand why aren't you practicing law, because you take the facts too fucking seriously. Just shut the fuck up. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that everyone has been talking about Laurie's big tits, but no one has mentioned her giant cunt. You may have seen Laurie in The Return of the King. She played the crack of doom. Laurie's gynecologist compares giving her a pelvic exam to reaching into a dark closet and trying to find your overcoat. What's the difference? Hey, what's the difference between Laurie's cunt and the Holland Tunnel? The Holland Tunnel won't let you fuck it in the ass. What? Just, you know, a little bit of fun banter between friends. You know, I would have never said jokes like these before I met Jim Norton. Jim has taught me a great comedic lesson. Pick on those weaker than you because they're easier to hurt. When I first met Jim, we bonded, but that's what happens if you lie down and spoon before you wipe off all the cum. I knew when we first shook hands you were destined for stardom. I said to myself, with these tiny, moist little hands, I'll bet he can fist an agent without any lubricant. You have an undeniable star quality, a twinkle in your eye, which I have since found out is urine. Yeah, okay. Jim knew he was different at a very young age. His mother would say, when your father gets home, the shit will hit the fan. And Jim would get a boner, go in the basement, and fuck the cat. Jim's idea of a roofie is slipping X-Lac into his date's drink. But do a bunch of old shit-eating jokes, you know, like, what does Jim Norton read when he's on the toilet? A cookbook? I'm not gonna do jokes like that. What does Norton do when his date has diarrhea? He puts on a bib. I won't do jokes like that. They're beneath me. This man's a gentleman. He always lets his dates order first. Then he tells the waiter, I'll have what she's having. Not now. Later. Jim, I just realized that when tonight is over, you'll have been on this stage for almost 3 hours. This will be the longest you've gone without coming since you hired a constipated hooker. They know how good it counts, and that's all that matters. My fondness for Jim is actually deeply personal. I look at Jim with his stubbly head, and frankly, he reminds me of my beloved late wife during the last days of her battle with cancer. That's right, she wouldn't suck my dick either. God forbid something horrible ever happened to Jim. I think we'd all react the same way as if a car hit our pet dog. We'd throw it in the dumpster and get another. I'd like to say it's been an honor to roast Jim Norton. I'd like to say it, but that'd be a lie. Why should I lie to you people? I'd like to say I've never sucked a cock. I think we all have things we'd like to say. I'm sure Vanessa would like to say she'd chosen her material a little more carefully. Rich would like to say he'd asked his dentist to make him resemble a human fucking being. Jim Florentine would like to say he understood the concept of giving a nuanced performance. Greg would like to say his failed pilots were not being used as teaching aids at the Betty Ford Clinic. Laurie would like to say her cunt didn't have more MIAs than Vietnam. And Nick would like to say he was born 50 years earlier so he wouldn't have to look over his shoulder before he told a nigger joke. Come to think of it, that pretty much applies to all of us, I guess. I love you, Jim. Good luck.
Ross Bennett, folks. Fucking Ross Bennett. Ross Bennett this weekend will be at the Neville.
Heavily. It's up in the fucking Catskills.
How do you know?
What's that?
How do you know where that place is, man?
Because you told me you were driving them there. Don't try to fucking practice now, Ben. You're getting calm
I
down.
set you up so good and you still fucked up.
Oh, you did? Why, what should I have said?
Something else.
All right, look at me. Our next guy, coming to the stage, a good friend of everybody's, PatriceONeal.
Wow. I'm all caught off guard. A lot of unknown motherfuckers attacked me like Bob Levy. I don't even know this motherfucker, man. And he attacked me, and that's the fucking thing about it. I'm sitting there going, I'm not gonna write for Bob Levy. Who the fuck's Bob? But Bob Levy, you know what I'm saying? Or Laurie Kilmartin's goofy ass. I don't wanna fuck Laurie Kilmartin, you motherfuckers. And you're laughing at me? Shit, that skeleton face bitch, she looked like she opened the Lost Ark too early. Fucking faggot. Yeah, kiss my ass. Ben Bailey, my man. I'm gonna go in order of who the fuck they are. From you don't know who the fuck they are to you almost know who the fuck they are to like. So Ben is this motherfucker. We call him Lurch, but except for he ain't as funny as Lurch. He's the man of 1,000 jokes. No, wait a minute. He's the man of one joke that lasts 1,000 minutes. If you knew him, he takes a long fucking time to say his fucking jokes. There's a lot of inside shit, cocksuckers. How about that? Go to your fucking... I had a 10-minute conversation with Ben's headshot. And the only reason I found out was his headshot because it didn't have a drink for 10 minutes. Ross Bennett, I want to slap him because he looks like Larry from the Three Stooges. Ross is below average Joe. How about that? Ross cuts his hair every week. He fucking gets a new name every week. He's trying to find himself. I'll help you find yourself. Ross is somewhere where people ain't being funny. Greg Giraldo, he writes everything, even his emotions. He looks like a Puerto Rican Frankenstein. He has the improv skills of the guy from Sling Blade. I thought, oh, fuck y'all niggas, man. Don't clap. Colin Quinn, I bought one of those books, those book tapes read by Colin Quinn. Colin Quinn reads the Bible. It took 3 minutes. Jesus, Easter. Vanessa Hollingshead. If you never seen this bitch, congratulations, because she sucks. I watch Vanessa's fucking act like I watch The Sun. Jesus Christ! Vanessa got a lot of passion. You know what? Her jokes have pissed off so many Jews, I'm surprised Pontius Pilate didn't have this bitch killed. That was Jesus bringing it back. Jim Norton. Jim Norton. Somebody asked the little girl what it was like to massage Jim, and she said, "You ever separate 2 egg whites?" Well, it's like that, but it's more sticky. Jim, your beloved Jim, he has the skin texture of motherfucking crime scene chalk. He looks like a fucking fresh autopsy. Norton looked like somebody took him out the oven too early. Norton's chest has so much piss on it, they use it as a bladder transplant. Looks like a newborn dolphin. Jim is open for so many different people, his nickname should be Sesame. Fucking little Ed McMahon 2004, you're a sidekick, cocksucker. Get your own name. He's sidekick for more people than the Thai boat tape. Norton looks like the fish. He's the fish that attaches itself to the back of sharks. Norton should change his last name to when's O&A coming back? Oh, this is it. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. Oh, this last one. Norton was born like this. It was a pimple. Well, look. All right, well, look. All right, I gotta go. I wish I had more shit. I love you, Jim.
PatriceONeal. That will conclude our colored portion of the show tonight. PatriceONeal. What's this guy writing over here? I know you're not writing down those fucking jokes he just did. You're taking notes? For what? Are you fucking Levy's opener? What are you taking notes for?
You knew Vos was going to have to work the crowd eventually. It took longer than I thought.
I had a car. I got a car. Just trying to hold this together, okay? It's a bunch of good friends having a good time.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Just all hanging here, and we're all gonna have to console Vanessa. No. Next year. Our next act coming to the stage, you might recognize him if you were in the lobby earlier tonight. Big hand for Ben Bailey.
Wow, is it great to be here. Go fuck yourself, you retarded air conditioning repairman.
You know, Ben, that's not a nice thing to
Shut
say
up.
on. That's not a nice thing to say on Whip 'em Out. It's not a nice thing to say on Whip 'em Out
You
Wednesdays.
can't boss me
You
around.
can't say that on Whip 'em Out Wednesdays.
Give it up for Rich Vos, everybody. Yeah. So small he could comfortably relax in one of Laurie Kilmartin's giant man hands. I have to say, it really is great to be here tonight alongside of some of the greatest comics in New Jersey. Unfortunately, Vinny Brand couldn't make it tonight. He's busy. He's at the Stress Factory, opening for Eric McMahon and Don Jameson, who are co-headlining this week. Vinny does an hour, and then Eric and Don each do 10 minutes. Geez, I really hope this goes well. I'd hate to have 4 people reading about a bad set on the Cringe Humor website tomorrow. I remember the last roast when Keith Robinson got his head served up to him on a silver platter. And I sat there wondering if it was the same silver platter that Mike Birbiglia's career had been delivered on. I couldn't really come up with anything for Bob Levy because who the fuck is Bob Levy? It's true, I know who Bob Levy is, and I should be careful what I say. He does book some of the best firehouse gigs in Monmouth County. Which brings me to Jim Florentine. Last year, Jim made a name for himself doing the voice of a retarded puppet. Now, he gets annoyed when that's what the audience wants to hear when he comes to a show. Quit bitching and do the voice. You think they came to hear your jokes? They came to see the puppet, not the dummy. Yay, you've got a career! Save your fucking money. No one was sadder when Manny Dorman passed away this year than Vanessa Hollingshead. After all those years of being certain she had married the right club owner. Oh, shit. Don't you dare look at me sideways, Nick DiPaolo. Vanessa, did you and Ross Bennett write for each other this time? I can imagine the meeting of the minds right now. You and your freshly printed Norton Stinks boxer shorts. Going, come on, Ross, help me with the lyrics to my Jim Norton rap song. And Ross sitting there with the curlers in his hair. Saying, damn it, woman, leave me alone. Can't you see I'm busy eating shawarma and an ice cream sundae? You guys should be careful working so closely. You may mix your acts accidentally and turn into Al Lubell. There is no doubt in my mind that Ross Bennett will go down in history as one of the best entertainers in his feet. He'll be on the list right after Bozo.
Did you just say in his feet?
No, I said field, shitheads. Quit drinking.
You said feet, you fucking lanky, freaky-looking John Kerry freak. You said feet.
I think after tonight, you should never be allowed to complain about Patrice interrupting again.
No, but you
didn't
did.
understand what I just said.
No, but
I
honestly.
think maybe you need to shut the fuck up.
No, but honestly, man, you said in his
You have
feet.
something funny to say about your horrible married life?
No.
Because really, that's
You
all
said-
many of us are used to hearing at this point.
You said,
Why don't you shut the fuck up? You're digging a hole for both of us.
No.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not digging. Dude, I hope.
Goddamn
No,
drink
but
and lose a sitcom, you son
you-
of a bitch. Leave me alone. God damn.
You did say.
Damn thing. I've been sitting here for an hour. Shut the fuck up.
I know you're fake. Your fake
I
anger.
need to be the guy who everyone's listening to. Shut the fuck up!
Your fake energy is exciting. If you brought it to your act, it would help. But you did say feet. You did say
Oh
feet.
man, this is like Levy and Giraldo except for not funny.
No, you said feet.
You need to go sit with Laverne and
Why
Shirley.
did you not say feet?
You're just as fucking
You
low
said
as they are.
feet.
Yeah. You're right. No one gives a fuck. Shut up. All right that I said feet? Feet! Shh. Quiet whore.
Ben, did you just say whore?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said whore. If I had said feet, I'm sure that Greg would have pointed it out. Fucking wrestling match up here. I can't finish my Ross Bennett clown jokes. I think I actually have the word feet in here. Is it all right if I continue?
I mean, if feet is what you meant to say.
Good one.
That was a good one. Go ahead, Ben. I'm listening. Jesus Christ, makes you feel defeated.
Unbelievable. I can't believe this goddamn show. You couldn't even get a mic that sits on top of the goddamn podium. I didn't fucking stand behind it. It's fucking hot in here. I'm sweating like Nick DiPaolo at a Klan meeting.
Why would he be sweating? He'd be leading it.
It's a good point. And a white guy cleaning? Nick, I was just up in Aspen last week. I really think you'd love it up there. I was there for 5 days and I only saw one black person. And it was Chris Rock. You should really think about moving up there, man. You could say whatever you want and never have to worry about being overheard. Maybe if you stayed long enough, you could train yourself to speak out of the front of your mouth again. Did I say everything right there, Greg? Did I fuck up any words that you want to correct, you fucking lawyer prick? Bobby Kelly couldn't be here tonight. Bobby Kelly's the only guy I know who shaved his head and made it look fatter. I really wish he'd stop pretending that it looks good and keep that fucking hat on until it grows back. Finally, he found something that makes that stupid Kangol cap look like an improvement. Bobby shaved his head in the hopes that it would have the same effect on his career that it did for Jim Norton. Clearly, he forgot about Mike DiNicola. Bobby now looks like Jesse Ventura without the body. Or the mind. Colin Quinn. First of all, Colin, I'd just like to say that I think the show really is great. But that doesn't change the fact that your head is way too big for your body. Or any body, for that matter. Man or beast. Your head is so fucking big that Todd Barry could reasonably point at it and giggle. I could bowl a perfect game blindfolded with that fucking Bruno Kirby head. If only it weren't so lopsided. I wish you'd get fat again so your head and body would be proportional. Or maybe you could just chop it off and put it on Greg Giraldo's new middle-aged dad body. What the fuck happened to you, man? You used to come rolling into the clubs on your motorcycle like Lorenzo Lamas on Renegade. Your fucking horrendous mullet hair flying in the wind. No shirt on and an open vest. You had the goatee, the earrings, strutting around like a guy with a canceled show. Now you lumber in like Al Bundy on a bad day. Complain about married life and being a father. Pull yourself together, man. Did I say feet? I don't think so. I would like to thank you, though, for helping me decide to never have children. And speaking of unwanted children, PatriceONeal is here tonight. Patrice, I saw you out in front before the show in your new truck. Let me ask you something. Did you buy it, or did they build it around you? Lenny Morris, ladies and gentlemen. Patrice hasn't been around much lately. He's been off playing a bouncer or a transvestite doorman in various box office flops. I guess now maybe he's making enough money to stay home and eat all day, every day. It is a little weird not having you around, though. I mean, there's no one to do 20 extra minutes and leave the audience angry. There's no one to take up half the booth at the cellar all by himself. There's no one there to bully everyone in order to cover for his own insecurities. Please come back. So we don't have to continue to put up with Todd Lynn trying to fill your big fat basketball shoes. Why do you have basketball shoes anyway? Do they provide you with extra support while you sit on your fat fucking ass all day? Do they keep you from twisting an ankle as you walk sluggishly from the couch to the refrigerator and back? You shouldn't spend your money on basketball shoes. You should hire someone to feed you and clean your habitat. So you can live comfortably like the rest of the hippos. The image of giant hippo teeth clearly brings me to Rich Vos. Rich Vos, you told me you did Last Comic Standing last year and it tripled your money on the road. And then you told me how much you were making. Which allowed me to divide by 3 and figure out exactly how fucking stupid you are. You also once told me that there was no one better anywhere than you at crowd work. Wow, was I impressed. To be sitting there with the self-proclaimed king of not writing and performing anyway. I can't believe that you played Lenny Bruce on American Dreams. If Lenny Bruce had been alive to see that, he would have killed himself with heroin. You know it's a good impression when you have 2 of the show's characters walk in and go, "Look, it's Lenny Bruce," so the audience knows who it's supposed to be. Maybe instead of watching Dustin Hoffman doing Lenny Bruce to prepare for the role, you should have watched Lenny Bruce. You fucking retarded pygmy. Hi, Jim.
I was hoping you'd forget me.
I've got a little stuff here. Jim Norton, you heinous, putrid little creep. Fuck. I think this is similar to something that might have been said. It just recently dawned on me that the reason you keep your head shaved is to keep from hurting Colin's asshole as you slowly slide it in and out. Whatever the boss sounds. Let me be the first to congratulate you on graduating from the Tom Papa School of Career Advancement. I know I said advancement, you fuck. You look like a prison inmate in a silent movie. That painting The Scream could have been inspired by you looking at yourself in the mirror. In the past, Mr. Norton, you have clearly been accused of stealing Don Rickles' personality. You should have stolen his jokes too, you fucking idiot. I once heard you argue that you've never seen Don Rickles act. But if that's true, then how can you be so sure that Lisa Lampanelli stole it? I can't wait for the day that you accidentally call someone a hockey puck. You oversized, chinless baby. I remember a few years ago when you were a nice guy to talk to. Now you talk to everyone like you're a celebrity doing an interview. Sipping your green tea and condescending. I've never seen anybody get such an enormous ego from a canceled radio show and semi-regular appearances on a low-rated basic cable talk show. These days I ask you how a show went, you end up giving me advice about life and the keys to your success. Just what I need, self-help tips from a fecal freak. You look like the Hamburglar without the hat. So do me a little favor, Jim. Next time I see you, just say hello, okay? I don't need to know your opinions about society or the government or how you feel censored by the people at Comedy Central. If they didn't make guidelines, you'd have nothing to walk on to create controversy, and you'd just be another guy who likes to drink piss. That's all I got for Jim. I do have one more little thing. I'd just like to say before I go.
Holy shit.
I would like to congratulate Mr. Barry Katz on his new job. I just heard that he has recently landed a new position as executive producer of absolutely nothing. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Ben Bailey. Oh, holy fuck. Ben Bailey. I was sweating when he looked over at me. Fucking Ben Bailey, another hand for fucking Ben. A big hand for all the comics that were on the dais tonight. All these comics. Well, I mean, the reason we're here is for a man that we all know and love, no matter what. He's my dearest friend. Whenever I'm in trouble in anything in life, I can call him. And it was a real pleasure and a real treat to get to host this roast. A big hand for Jim Norton. Yeah.
Thank you. I really, this was fantastic so far. A round of applause for all of the roasters. I mean, everybody. This is a real who's who of Queens and Essex County. Well, your last comic standing juice is waning quickly, isn't it, stupid? You couldn't have crashed and burned any faster if you had Columbia written on your chest. You would have been a great fireman because heat can't stay around you for more than 5 minutes at a time. Nice to see you took a highly successful network show and parlayed it into even less seller spots than you got before. You really had your hopes up high that they were going to be looking for a new show about a retarded Jew who looks like a Dominican with claymation fingers. This is true. I was having a contractual thing recently that I was involved in, and I called Vos. This is true, for advice. And I'm going over this whole contract thing. I'm kind of stuck. And Vos says, look, this might sound dumb. And when Vos says that, sit down. You're about to hear something of monumental stupidity. He goes, this might sound dumb, but contracts are made to be broken. Thanks, Atticus Finch. Although this is why I love Vos. We were pulling a train on a girl, different story than he told. This is true. We're both kind of like jacking off. We want to get out of there. She was between us. And Vos actually said to me over her, all right, let's flip a coin. Whoever loses has to fuck her. And by the way, Jason and Evan Steinberg, I want to thank you guys for coming. Where are you? I wouldn't trust you two retards to manage a bodega. Jason is so notoriously cheap, he wants to move to Amsterdam because all the women are Dutch.
That's a great...
Yeah, that was all right. If there's one crime you'll never be accused of, it's offering a bribe. He tried to do what? Give a coupon to an undercover agent. Because Jason as Henny Youngman. Take the check, please. Don't worry, I'll get to these guys, but I had... What's that? Shut your fat face.
Stop, you douche.
And Opie and Anthony, you know what really makes me sad? In 3 months, I'm going to have to start returning your calls again. Too bad you guys aren't on the air now. Maybe you could have got someone to fuck Spalding Gray's corpse in a mosque. And I want to thank Caroline's, by the way, for setting up blankets and fire extinguishers just in case Keith Robinson decided to go on this year. That might have been funny if I didn't mumble through it. You really are rubbing off on me.
Good ad lib.
Yeah, thanks.
You mean to say rubbing one out on you?
No, I didn't. John Turturro haircut. Florentine, thanks for coming. Florentine's calendar sucks so bad he was hoping we'd do this roast on New Year's Eve. Now I'll do Florentine as Henny Youngman. I tried to write a joke today, and boy, is my arm tired. Nice to see after 15 years you decided to follow in Jim Henson's footsteps. Hey, Vanessa, maybe at the end you can come up and entertain us with that little rap bit you close with on the road. That bit gets more booze than Giraldo's liver. Vanessa is a card-carrying member of SAG. She's never been in a movie. It's in honor of her tits and ass. Although I will say, if you open for one more person with TV credits, you may be eligible for AFTRA insurance. Yeah, that was kind of just for 5 of us. Vanessa, you don't know Vanessa, but she's been an opener for so long. When she heard Abbott and Costello doing Who's On First, she thought it was about her. I really had high hopes for that one. Nick DiPaolo, who I adore, we did the Funny Farm in Atlanta together. It was like spending the weekend with a bag of anthrax. After 2 days, I'm like a codependent girlfriend. He didn't mean it, you know, he's just, that's just who he is. The waitress comes in 30 seconds after she leaves. Fat cunt, where's my fucking drink? That fat cunt, she's doing this on purpose, that fat cunt. Take it easy, Betty Davis lips, she just walked out. And again, I had another one for Giraldo's pilots, but I won't do it, because, you know. Thank you, mister. Although I will say, if you ever had a show last more than 3 episodes, you'd consider it syndicated. How do you not have a show on the air? You're a Puerto Rican lawyer. Not only is there one of you in the business, there's 3 of you in the country. But I love watching her act. It's nice to see comedy inspired by Klaus von Bülow. Thanks, Vos. Laurie Kilmartin, thanks for coming. I loved your head in The Godfather. And Laurie did go to Iraq with Colin and I. In order to get on stage, she had to bring 4 Marines. I don't want to say she bombed, but halfway through her act, 40 Republican guards surrendered. I got greedy. And to show you what a fucking miserable and shitty day as this is, Colin Quinn is the big celebrity. Sounds like they don't find that too peculiar, fella. You did Crocodile Dundee 2 and Night at the Roxbury, but turned down Austin Powers. How does it feel to be the Pete Best of comedy? And the only reason I'm being into shit on is because one time a prostitute unexpectedly dropped a copy of your HBO special onto my chest. Everyone comments how Colin mumbles, you can't understand, and then you finally hear the punchline and you realize the mumbling was a blessing in disguise. You die on stage so often you ought to do your act wearing a suit with your hands folded on your chest. Bob Levy, one of my oldest friends in the business, you really are the only dumber Jew than Vos. I swear to God, I was sitting there and I looked at Levy's notes and this dummy spelled chemo, K-E-M-O. Have you ever heard of a I fucked that up. I was gonna say whoever you heard, but I said however you served. It's not just you, Vanessa. I was on a plane yesterday, Bob, and they were doing the announcements, and I'm thinking, boy, would you have some funny observations. You're such a hack, you want to drive a taxi to gigs. And if I can offer a little career advice, you're not supposed to go from Rascals Comedy Hour to Where Are They Now? For those of you that don't know Levy, picture Billy Martin with better jokes and a more severe drinking problem. You do so much road work, you ought to walk on stage wearing a reflective orange vest. Hey, Ross Bennett, looking good. Your stomach is almost big enough to fit your head in. Your head really bugs me. You look like Gary Shandling with Down syndrome. When the barber finally gets to the top of your skull, does he plant an American flag in it? And after that head came out of your mother, did she write Manhattan mini storage on the side of her pussy? The little kids run up to you at Shea Stadium because they think you're Mr. Met. You should be shot on stage in a Miami nightclub while Scarface is being shot at. You look like a caricature of a cartoon character. And Patrice, you were great tonight. And I know me trying for Last Comic Standing was a bad idea, but I was so inspired last year when you won American Idol. Glad you could make it. Apparently there weren't any films that needed a morbidly obese middle burner. Fuck, I fucked up. I deserve it. This is PatriceONeal as Henny Youngman after eating a Snickers bar. Take my toes, please. Hey, congratulations on getting a show. I had no idea they were remaking What's Happening. Are you playing Rerun or The Mother? But hey, man, it's great that Patrice is moving on his career because now you no longer have to be pegged as the guy from the Samsonite luggage commercial. And Ben Bailey, nice job, but you talk like a speak and spell, you 6'8" middle. And if I was Don Rickles, I'd call you a hacky puck. I'm gonna go home and tear off my wife's underwear. Are you really Paul Lind? You should be sitting center square. My balls are killing me. I don't want to say your act is trivial, but it makes Seinfeld's sock closet observation look like a poignant tearjerker. How many Mexicans can I shake a stick at? Wait a minute, it's funny I should mention that. No, Ben, it isn't. And Corey Kahaney, I want to thank you for showing up. I was staring at Corey's ass, but then I realized it wasn't her ass. Someone was just holding two plantains side by side. And Jim... And Jim David couldn't make it. He's auditioning tonight for the new reality show, Last Comic Traipsing. And Todd Lind, Todd's an interesting guy if you don't know him. Half man, half kangaroo. And you can always tell when Todd's been doing push-ups because the left side of his face is all scraped up. Well, I guess that is going to be it. I got to say before I go, and I really mean this, man, you guys were all fucking brilliant tonight. I love you guys so much. You're great fucking comics, all of you. Opie and Anthony will be back on very shortly. I love you guys for putting me where I am. And you, the fans, have been so supportive. Thank you guys so much. And thank you, Caroline and Masavia Greer. We love you guys very much, man. Thank you so much for coming down. Appreciate it.
Jim Norton, folks. This roast also is dedicated to Manny Corman from the Comedy Cellar. Thank you all for coming out. Hang out in the lobby. We'll come out and talk. Thank you for coming out.